He was hiding in one of the coffins. No drogas, no money.
Oh, would you look at that? Pirates of the Casablanca?
Mediterranean love. It's got a better ring to it.
Pirata.
I see you brought the Spanish Inquisition.
Growing cannabis in a cave below the local cemetery. How resourceful.
Well, what can I say? It's a fertile environment.
Fertile? You know, I'll kick the chair right from under your feet. My grandfathers are buried here.
Oh, the Dutch-English grave. Which makes you a Magnamera.
You know, you're this close to your execution. Where's my cut?
Oh, it's in that coffin over there. May I?
That's my grandmother, you scumbag!
My mistake, I didn't know. You're not easily spooked, are you? No, don't take it. She's taking the doll. What about my bloody house?
Since you gave it to my grandmother, I lawfully inherited, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, it's rightfully yours, my dear.
Where's the cocaine?
What cocaine?
The cocaine we saw you smuggle in.
Oh, that cocaine. It's in the grave you're standing on. And aha! What cocaine?
What?
I said that's not where the cocaine is. Mum's the word.
County 504, can't take Monster
32.22. 32.22, Commander 504, we'll see it.
At the airport.
We got him inside, we're slowing back to 170, Commander 504.
Commander 504, following traffic, clear visual approach, runway 48, maintain 17, John Austin 5 mile final.
170 still 5 out, and visual.
7 at the airport.
Don't be mad. By the time you read this, I will already have left Amsterdam and landed on Palma de Mallorca. I've taken the ferry to Valencia Harbour, the usual routine. There are no goodbyes because I know you, Dad, and the doctors would advise against me leaving the Netherlands. But I hope you respect my choice to return to the country you and Dad introduced us to when Levine and I were kids. As much as I felt safe back in Holland, after 1 year of voluntary commitment and therapy, I have to conclude it has brought me nothing but nightmares. Reliving Byron's suicide and the car accident with Levine only 2 months after his death. I have this recurring dream of Levine chasing me. And even right now, it's like she's still out there, always walking right behind me. I'm aware it's me being mad at myself, and I'm tired of the survival's guilt and tired of blaming myself for her death because I was the one who happened to be driving the car on that terrible, freezing cold January winter's night.
Goedenavond Madeleine, dit is Sally. Je hebt gekozen voor Engelse navigatie. Good evening Madeline, this is Sally. You have just left Valencia Harbor and you are on the A2 turnpike heading to Diana, Alicante. Your ETA is 34 minutes. Warning, brake disc malfunction detected. Please stop your car. Please stop your car.
Damn it!
Claudia McNamara,
Mom, please let me talk to Dad.
are you home yet?
No, I'm not home yet. I'm somewhere in between Picassent and Valencia.
What's wrong with your car?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. Look, could you please call the Mom, fuck.
I quit taking medication and I start to feel the withdrawal symptoms. I got this continuous feeling of anxiety since several hours. I see hostility and danger everywhere I look.
Finally. Stupid.
A car passed and stopped. I couldn't get in. I'm on the same road in the forest where Levine and I had the accident. It now looks so peaceful and quiet here. Hello? 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 Sir? Good afternoon. My name is Sister Constance Crenshaw from the St. Cecilia congregation. I volunteered to be your spiritual advisor.
You're close enough for me to grab one of your legs. Why don't you back away a little bit? More. A bit more still. There.
I know that you're held in special solitary confinement in Madrid for 9 years, transferred to Diyarbakir awaiting capital punishment for the murders of the McNamara twins and an undisclosed number of other women.
Undisclosed because they are still counting the limbs. The bodies were found scattered all over the basement, you see. Somebody walking over your grave, young novice?
Frankly, sir, I didn't expect you to talk to me.
Oh, but I gave up addressing the living a long time ago. You know the significance of the veil you wear? The veil symbolizes your being dead to the world, just like myself. So I guess you might say there's a bond between you and me, Novice Crenshaw.
Have you ever heard of salvation through Jesus Christ?
I suppose you read my case file now. What does it say about my mental health?
It says severe psychotic disorder, schizophrenia, sociopathy, possible necrophilic tendencies.
Necrophilia? Shame on me. Of course, they did find the straps I used to tie poor Madeline to the bed. The corpses were too decomposed to determine sexual abuse, but my DNA and fingerprints were scattered all over the house. And unfortunately, all over the corpses.
Necrophilic tendencies were eluded, but never proven.
Oh, but they will, young Novice Crenshaw. My prosecutors are all males, like myself. Apparently, some of us have the desire to perform sexual acts with decomposing corpses beyond putrefaction until the maggots crawl out of her
Don't.
ears. What do you think I was going to say, young Novice?
I can't help you. They're right. You really are the beast they say you were. May the power of Christ be with you next week.
Novice, you forgot your trinket.
You keep it.
I'm terrified to enter the mansion I lived in for 3 years.
I knew I would be entering a house where all life has left a long time ago. Maybe I too came back just to say goodbye. I probably will stay the week and then return to Holland for good.
Madeline? Hello? Hello?
Young novice Crenshaw, back one day proud to my execution. I held on to your rosary.
Thank you.
Poor little girl, alone in the bowels of hell, 9 flights of stairs down, and the guards are all upstairs. You keep your distance now. I could kill you, and no one would ever know.
Why did you tell me what occurred in that house 15 years ago? Why did you tell me what happened to Madeline McNamara?
What are you doing here, young novice? There's more than just the salvation of Christ, isn't there?
I was given less than an hour. Please, go ahead, sir.
It was suggested during my therapeutical sessions that I might have performed sexual acts with Madeline, as well as with the decomposing corpse. A macabre ménage à trois. I'd say it was a folie à deux. Do you know what it is?
Yes, it's a delusion shared by 2 people in close association.
Good. Well, young Madeline and I were in close association. When I met her, she was absolutely convinced her dad's sister Levine was trying to contact her. And so it all happened.
Standing alone with one hand on the grave. Where are we going to? Lower the coffin in her open grave. Everyone's lonely too. Everyone's lonely too.
Claudia McNamara.
Hey, Mom.
Did you receive a message from Levine's work? What the fuck is this?
You say Levine's name and address were on as the sender and yours was on as the recipient?
Yes.
Maybe Levine sent it to you before she died. You were in Holland. Maybe they sent out a box once a month. Seems like the most logical explanation, don't you think? Just open it, see what's inside. Then you'll know.
Tell me about Levine and Madeleine McNamara.
Levine, the brunette I knew, cocaine addict, borderline alcoholic, tough girl.
So you sold out Madeleine.
I broke into her house when she was abroad and she caught me red-handed. I think we fell in love right there and then. It was a beautiful farce.
Madeline.
Oh,
Whoa, 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 whoa! What the fuck were you doing here? What the fuck is this?
jewelry. Yours, I presume. I found it just laying around in your safe. Took me hours to open.
You gave it back.
Oh, she was such a lovely girl. And I just wanted to get to know her. And I was doing my impersonation routines by the sea. I played a thief, a beggar, a pirate. I think She was charmed by my act, and I tried to be as funny and mad and entertaining as possible. And she played it along very well. I think she loved the adventure.
Hey! Help me! I can't swim!
You can't stand there.
Oh. Pebbles! Hang on, wait! Let's talk!
Surely enough, one day she invited me to the house. Howdy. How do? You told me to come.
Did you do this?
Oh yes, I did. I brought those. They were standing all the way up by the entrance.
Are you the one? You had access to my house. You know everything.
I say, you're not quite a ticket. Oh, you got company.
What?
Company. I can come back.
What are you looking at?
What am I looking at? The lady on the sofa. It's no problem. I can come back.
Oh, I see what you're doing here. You know that I'm living alone. You're quite a con artist, aren't you? Could we have a word, please? Inside?
What about your company?
You can tell him to fuck off.
Fuck off, company.
You had access to my house. You know what happened to Levine. You're deliberately trying to scare me out of my house. Did you hack into Levine's account as well?
Who is this?
You want to live in my house again? Shall I give you the keys?
Look at the sofa.
Don't you look at the sofa, me. Okay, where is she?
Yeah.
Well, look at the sofa.
Yes, I can see the bleeding sofa. I can see she's not here right now.
You're doing this to scare me out of my own house, right? Huh? This is low. Listen, I want you and that lady of yours off the premises of my house. Do you understand?
But she's not with me, you stupid woman. She was on this. How many? Right? She is with me. Suits me. Look, the game is up. She made us. You can come out now. This is absurd. There was somebody on this sofa. Will you come out now, please? Fine. I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Right.
Will you cut that out?
Look, there was a lady on your sofa. Long, dark hair.
Have you seen this?
That's the woman.
This is the woman you saw?
Yes.
You're absolutely sure that this is the woman you saw?
No, I saw completely different. Yes, that is the woman I saw.
Well, this is my sister.
This is my sister. Splendid. So why the stupid argument?
Because she's dead.
Come again?
The woman in the picture is my sister. And she died.
The woman in your... What?
I think the poor girl suffered from a delusional disorder ever since.
Is there some kind of joke? Who does something like this? What is here?
you know what was inside those boxes?
Inside one of those boxes was something which needed to be changed. Something only Madeline possessed. Something in her head.
Please tell me about the delusions.
Madeline started to receive all kinds of messages from beyond the grave. It looked like somebody was willfully using Levine's dead accounts to drive poor Madeline insane. Now, Madeline claimed that somebody visited her during the nightly hours when she was asleep. You remove the skin of your victims very carefully. You only remove the epidermis to replace it with the donor skin. The skin of her fingertips was replaced and her tattoos were all removed. And the local anesthetic must have been applied, as the pain would have been excruciating. And that night, while her birthmarks were removed, she was able to catch a glimpse of her arcane surgeon.
According to your case file, sir, you did this.
I'm sure I did. I'd have to be a first-class surgeon to perform such an operation. Maybe I went to Harvard Medical School in my spare time.
Listen. I'm receiving messages and emails and phone calls. They all come from my sister. And I think her ghost, or whatever you call it, is in this house. And I'm scared.
Oh, well, don't be. If it's a polter thing, a haunting, the only thing you have to say is, go away.
To my sister?
No, to me. Your sister, she's gonna stay, if it's haunting.
Well, are you deliberately trying to annoy me, or is this just the way you are, being so fucking funny all the time?
Fucking funny.
I'm just asking.
No. Look. I forgot your name.
Look, Madeline.
Right. Look, Madeline. I came here for a job, remember? And I can do some gardening, but what you need here is a bloody psychic. And I'm not too comfortable with these ghostly phenomena. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. You're a bloody coward.
Well, Madeline, that's an ugly thing for you to say to me.
Well, isn't it true?
Yes, but it's an ugly thing for you to say to me.
Okay, fine. Don't help me. Go!
You get cuts.
What? You mean this? They're all over my body.
Oh, it is this. Can you give me a hand?
It's the skin of my fingertips. It happens when I sleep.
It happens when you sleep.
Yeah. Okay, I wake up and something has been changed or removed. For instance, there used to be a tattoo right here. It's gone.
Don't you think you need help? Professional help, I mean.
Like what? Like whom?
I don't know. And you're living here all by yourself. Alone. Like this.
Hence the job offer. That's why I can use the company.
The company? No, the company. You need help.
So, help.
Your sister's name was Levine. She died. And yet, you think she's here. And at the same time, you think you suffer from delusions.
She's been dead for almost a year, and I don't know what she wants. Why is she so mean?
Mean. You know, I need to know what happened that night. The night of the accident. What happened exactly?
She, plunged into a river.
She what?
She got ejected from a car seat and went right through the windshield.
I'm wearing the same bracelet.
Who was driving?
Me. She was drunk.
And were you?
No. Got into this stupid argument. Can't even remember about what. And I wasn't paying attention. And then suddenly...
Survivor's guilt, Madeline. No more, no less. Were you at the funeral?
I was in the hospital. And I asked my parents to put a phone in a coffin with her. So I could send the messages. Now, I know that she wouldn't really get the messages, but just...
And did you?
Only once. But it felt weird. The thought of her being in that casket, with the phone in her cold hands, and it would vibrate. It just felt weird.
So why don't you send her a message? I mean, right now.
Why?
Because it might help.
It's just been almost a year. I'm sure that the batteries will be worn out by now.
I don't think that's really relevant right now.
You see?
Answer it.
No.
Would you like me to
No,
answer
no,
it?
no, no, no. What if I see her? What do you want from me? Levine, stop calling me. Stop calling me, Levine. Stop calling me. Stop calling me. Why did they bury her here? This can't be right. Levine! I'm here! Oh my God. Levine! Find something to pry this open, okay? Stay here. Levine, your coffin is nailed shut. I'm going to break it. Move your head and legs to one side as much as possible, baby. Let's break it now, okay? Move your head to one side.
Oh, your baby. Where are you, baby? Can you talk? Say something!
I'm here!
Maddie! Do you hear me? Madeline? Girl, you're gonna be fine, okay? Madeline!
It's going to collapse!
Close your eyes! She buried herself in the woods behind the garden, yet there was no way she could be down there. Unless there was somebody else.
You mean Levine?
Young Madeline was devoured by survivor's guilt, severely traumatized and a very fragile woman. I think she needed a man to be around. Someone who could entertain her and make her laugh. And I must confess, for a moment there, I thought I cured her. Well, so all's been quiet now, and let's not hear anything more of it.
Yeah, quiet since you are here. You got a funny accent, by the way.
Now you got a funny accent. What is it? Let me guess. German.
No.
Polish, perchance? Norwegian, perhaps? Danish? Eastern Armenian? Pinchan-chan-chara? Chalkatoma mixed?
Yeah, here we go. It's starting again. It's her. Look.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Hey! Hey!
What? Let me see that.
It's Snapchat, it's gone.
That picture was taken right by this bloody window.
Look, I just wanted to stop.
There's gotta be an explanation.
There is no explanation, and I don't want an explanation.
There is an
I just wanted to stop, that's all.
Well, then tell your sister. Hold still. It's only Maggie's for crying out loud. Oh, this is serious. What's under this? What's under your kitchen?
The sewer.
Is it big?
It's a crawl space, but you don't want to go there.
And why not?
This is the unfinished part of the house. There's a 20 feet drop. There's the elevator shaft down below.
It's left, right, right again, left, and left. Right?
Left, yeah.
Right.
Are you sure you want to do this?
No.
Because once you're down, you can't climb up again. You can only get out through the sewer outlet. You can open it from the inside.
Okay, talk to me.
It's about 60 feet ahead of you. There should be 3 junctions on your left. You take the third intersection point.
The third intersection point.
Yeah, you probably will find a huge nest. Be careful, okay? It might attract snakes or rats.
Okay, I'm proceeding. Okay, that was basically straight down to the third intersection point. There's nothing here. I'm moving on to the kitchen. Maddie, can you hear this?
I can, yeah. You're right below me.
Okay.
Can you hear this?
Yeah, I hear you. But, Maddie, there's nothing down here.
Flex, did you hear that?
Is that thunder?
Yeah, you better head back, okay?
Okay. Maddie, you have to guide me through the labyrinth here. It's a maze. And I'm not sure. Oh my god. Can you, Maddie, turn on your live feed. There's something here. Maddie, I found it.
Burn it, okay?
I can't. I mean, back. But it was set fire to the house of a bird.
What is it?
I could try to describe what I see down here. Maddie, what you got here is an egg sac of some sort. The outer layer appears to be covered in either spider silk. It's got a glowing inner core, and it's pulsating. It's almost like fireflies laughing about to hatch. I never seen anything like this before, but whatever it is, it must be the source of the maggots in your kitchen. Hang on, there's something in it. That's strange. Maddie, hang on. Hang on, it reacts when I touch it. I'm gonna open it. You still with me, Constance?
I'm sorry. Do you want me to read what I've got so far?
Please.
I've got Levine surgically replaced Madeline's skin with her own donor tissue, which was found under the house in a cocoon. It contained Levine's organs, skin, and dermis, and cartilage of her face. The bodies found in the basement were collected from cemeteries and may have served as bone or tissue supplements because a lot of Levine's body was destroyed during the car crash.
I think that's the most implausible statement I've ever heard. Now, why do you want to know this?
To me, this is very important, you know.
I'll be gone tomorrow, Constance. You see the shackles? How easy it is to kill myself.
It is never too late, sir.
They won't find me here alive tomorrow, young Constance.
Don't give up hope, sir. Not yet.
There's a woman's head in your basement, Madeleine!
What are you talking about?
You're mental! You know you're mentally ill!
Can you hear me? Lex?
No one! You could have left me for your cellar! No one's supposed to
Lex,
get out of your
listen to me, listen! It started to rain, get out of there!
Oh, fuck you. Oh, I can't believe I'm here. What are the chances of this crawl space flooding?
I don't know.
This place starts to flood!
Lex, she's here! I just saw her outside. I think she's right by the entrance. I think she crawled her way in.
What?
She's inside there with you!
This is some kind of a joke, right?
Get out of there!
Bobby, if you and your sister look at the guys and cellars. The way out! And I don't know if you noticed, but it started to rain and it's coming in! And we both will drown if you don't fuck off! Dead sister, my ass! You know you're scaring the shit out of the lady that lives here! Hey! Man, tell me which way to go because I'm lost here!
Get out there! Get out there!
All the water of all the houses above is still pouring in, Miss McNamara. Still coming down from the mountain. Can't use the pumps now. Tuesday, Wednesday at the earliest.
What about the divers?
Like I said, ma'am, it's too risky because of the complexity of the structure. We drilled on 4 places, including the upper east bathroom. The current must have taken the body, and it's probably stuck between levels 4 and 5. Straight under the kitchen, maybe. We recover the body tomorrow or the day after. In the meantime, for your health and safety, I strongly recommend you leave this house. At least till we've recovered the body of Mr. Smith.
I understand. Thank you, officer.
He was a homeless rogue, probably out on the prowl. Dangerous man. Rain might have saved your life. Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. It must have been a very exhausting night for you. I reckon you got a place to stay.
Yeah, I got friends.
Good. That's good. Very well, ma'am. I'll leave you be.
Now that was an ugly man.
Oh my God, Flex, you're alive!
Diane is completely flooded. Oh, and pardon the intrusion. The police wants me dead.
Oh God!
Oh yeah, him as well. Therefore, I drink a little.
Okay, I see. Why don't you ever lie down? Come.
No, I'd rather stand. Thank you so much. I mean, would you believe it? Here we are in the epicenter of the scorching and blistering plains of Spain, an area, mind you, continuously plagued by feast of forest fires. For the first time in my life, I'm actually underground in your garden, decides to conjure up one of the greatest downpours in 6 bloody years. At precisely the same moment, I happen to be trapped in that excrementally damp catacomb of yours.
Oh my God, Flex, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. Limbs!
What?
Limbs and bones everywhere!
Where?
Limbs there!
What do you mean, under the floor?
Of course I mean under the floor, you stupid woman! What do you think I'm pointing at? The Earth's crust? Corpses! Piles of pestiferous bones! I mean, what is it that you got down there? A skeleton tea party? A conglomerate of ex-husbands' corpses piled up in your cellar? I mean, did you know what happened out there? The bleeding sack of bloody organs exploded straight into my face!
Calm down. I'll make you a fresh pot of coffee.
I don't need no cush pot of freffy. Just bring me rum coke. I'll the coke. I'll the rum too. Better yet, bring me the guy who invented alcohol and I'll drink him.
You know, Flex, I thought you were dead.
Well, my darling, I thought I was even dead.
I saw you drown.
I did. In me glass. You know, after my escape from the sewer, I trudged in the perpendicular fashion to Jamaica Inn for a wee spot of rum, relieving the tensions, as it were. I'm sorry, darling, it's either this or total and complete hysteria.
How did you do it?
Panic. And it was so strange. You just accept, okay, this is it. And you know you're gonna die. In that cold, freezing water. Blind panic. You start swimming. Banging your head on the ceiling. And then, right in front of me, the community sewer. Just over there, under the bridge. I just walked right out. And it was sheer luck. No, there was somebody there with me. And that thing hanging from the ceiling was sealed airtight. And that white, silky material was insulation wool. So I tore it open, everything came out, and deteriorated.
What was in it?
I think you know what's in it.
No, I don't know what's in it.
A scalped face. The skin of a face, of a female face. Stuff that looked like bloody organs.
Don't tell me that!
Human organs which were perfectly preserved. Well, it must have been hanging there for a long time. and it was being kept alive by some sort of umbilical cord going all the way up straight into the siphon trap of your kitchen sink. Protein fed by the maggots we saw. Now, somebody hung it down there, protected it, nurtured it, preserved it, under your house. Why?
I don't know who did this! What do you want from me?
Oh, even more complicated.
You really think I did this, huh?
Well, I don't know, maybe I had a good reason to kill her.
Fuck you, Flex!
And what if it's a mental illness? Madeline, did you preserve your sister under your house?
No. How could I have done this all by myself? My sister did this.
Maddie, did it ever occur to you your sister tried to warn you? And when you couldn't decipher what she was trying to say, she even heard you to warn you. It's over. She rests in peace. And so can you. Okay?
Will you stay with me for a while?
I've gone through the mails you sent me. Now, Madeline experienced what we call an OBE, an out-of-body experience, but in her case caused by a tremendous blow against the body. It happens with sudden or violent death, for instance, a shot through the head or getting hit by a speeding train, those kinds of deaths. The soul always is connected to the body by a thin thread. Depending on the hit your body gets, it either snaps, which means it's instant death, or it stretches and gets catapulted back in, meaning the same might have happened to Levine. And sometimes, but this is extremely rare, a double out-of-body experience occurs. Levine's cord snaps, the soul in a reflex immediately seeks a hosting body, enters Madeline's soul catapults back in, pushes out the host-seeking soul, but experienced a short-term possession of a foreign spirit, namely Levine's.
I don't think I got all that, but what you're saying is that there could have been a short time frame in which Madeline's body became host to Levine's soul?
It's unlikely, but it's not impossible. In any case, I'll send you some links from the dark web of the 11th century literature about the spirit entanglement. You need to use an external drive to open the links. Otherwise, you'll be getting very unpleasant visitors on your doorstep within 24 hours, so be very careful when you download this stuff. One thing though, Flex.
Yeah.
You got to tell that young lady to disconnect all Wi-Fi permanently, or at least when she goes to bed. Remember, when sleeping, the mind is at its most receptive state.
I think it's supernatural. It's got to be supernatural.
I can only pray her sister's intentions are good. I don't know. They usually linger close, either to ask for your help or to warn you. But what I sense isn't helping. It's not help. It's not a warning. What I sense is envy.
What does she envy?
Madeline being alive.
Permutatis animarum is on the Vatican's Index Librorum Prohibitorum and is amongst the books which have no official historical record. There are about 5 original Dutch printed copies around. The location of 2 of these copies are known and verified. The Dutch Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam and La Musea Archeologica de Diana, which I might have to visit. An ethereal spirit is a soul which resisted to enter the hyperphysical planes after an unexpected or sudden death. Its high-energy ion cluster remains vibrating between the frequencies of the physical and hyperphysical world. An ethereal spirit can materialize itself in a solid form of high ionization plasma in areas with high concentrated electromagnetic radiation fields. In the pre-internet times, the only way known for a foreign soul to enter a living body was through massive radiation fields such as solar flare clouds, which reach the Earth's trajectory. Recent discoveries in the field of Wi-Fi radiation suggests that the usage of multiple Wi-Fi devices such as routers, cell phones, laptops and tablets create similar radiation fields, which allow the foreign soul to enter a body using all possible wavelengths. An ethereal spirit will use the abnormally high ionization plasma density caused by Wi-Fi radiation to materialize itself. There are only 2 cases known of a spirit taking over a living body by driving his soul out. One of the cases, the mysterious reappearance of Lady Marie Louise Bouchin. She summoned Cunegonde to dig up her remains and to preserve her face, including the eyeballs, the skin of one upper thigh, teeth, a strand of hair, the womb and the ovaries. As an ethereal spirit, Marie-Louise said she had done the following with the sister to prepare her body for her entering. 1. Preservation of organs determining all unique bodily and generic features in a solid state high ionization plasmic entity. 2. frequent apparitions by aggressive hauntings in order to mentally disorient the living host in the period of 40 uninterrupted days. 3. Transforming back into solid-state high ionization plasmic form. The temporarily materialized spirit removes and replaces all key identity features, such as birthmarks, teeth, skin, and the female reproductive system. 4. A short period of temporary possession to loosen and weaken the damaged soul of the living host. This marks the conclusion of the takeover process, which will occur in the final week. 5. Provoke a suicide or accident on the 40th day, so at the moment of death, the foreign soul can instantly take over the frontal lobe of the cerebral cortex. 6. In the few documented cases, the reincarnated spirit will return to the area where her living body was last seen to suddenly appear as the survivor of her own death. book and the pictures obviously didn't survive. But all the things Madeline experienced were documented occult phenomena, so we knew where to look now. Meaning Levine now was in a hurry.
In a hurry?
To change Madeline's blood type. Streptococcus pneumonia. The worms would go through the veins. Levine liked to tease her little sister, and poor Madeline was now prepared for the final night. 2. Frequent apparitions by aggressive hauntings in order to mentally disorient the living host in the period of 40 uninterrupted days. Maddie?
And you didn't do a time with my dying sister! Now why didn't you drown, you bastard? Come closer! Closer! You just had to come down here, didn't you? And you destroyed my face! How am I gonna get a new one, Flex? I need one for my sister! Do you want to see what you did to my face? Why didn't you come down here? Or shall I come up and show you what you did to my face?
Maddie? 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 Three, transforming back into solid-state high ionization plasmic form. The temporarily materialized spirit removes and replaces all key identity features. Madeline was becoming very violent. She stabbed me just above the lungs and hit a radial nerve. And I did tie young Madeline to the bed, but...
Why didn't you take her to a hospital?
For a short period of temporary possession to loosen and weaken the damaged soul of the living host. This marks the conclusion of the takeover process, which will occur in the final week. On that final night, I met with some old friends, clairvoyants if you will. They had a clear idea of what was happening to Madeline, but time was running out, and that poor girl was getting so weak. I think by this time there was no place on earth Levine couldn't get to her. Too tight?
Tighter.
It will cut off your blood circulation.
Tighter, Flex.
No. I'll be leaving for tonight,
I know.
but I'll be back. and I'll bring some help.
I know you will.
You gonna be okay?
I'll be fine.
Maddie. Don't overdose on me now, okay?
It's just sedatives.
Yeah, about half a box. Speaking of which, Maddie. What's in those boxes below?
Do you want to open them?
Do you want me to?
No.
Okay. Good night, my sweet angel.
Good night, my beautiful man.
And you didn't go to the police? What about the media?
What about it?
No online articles, publications?
No.
The reason I ask is we looked it up. I looked it up. There was a car accident on December 25th, 2015. The two McNamara sisters. One survived. The other one, Levine McNamara, was reported missing. Her body was never found. Did you know this?
Yeah, she told me.
The body of Levine was never found.
Never found.
Right.
Flew right out of the car, plunged into the white water of the river nearby.
Right.
Well, look, I'm just a simple psychic, but I can tell you right here now, Levine's body never plunged into any river.
Some say you can just spoon out the eyeball, but the truth is the eyeball is very hard and almost impossible to get out. You need ophthalmic instruments, otherwise the eyeball just pops open and vitreous humor comes spilling out. But the eyes of a yet unidentified body were inserted. And this precision surgery, which only occurred at night, was the preparation of the body, which now is almost ready to receive its masterpiece.
Have you seen anything unusual in Madeline's mansion?
No.
Something hidden. Containers, boxes.
Hang on. What?
Seen any boxes somewhere hidden in the house?
There were boxes delivered.
How many?
6, I think. Why?
Where's she now?
She's in a house, sleeping.
Madeline, we are on our way. Your knife is under the mattress. If you can just cut yourself loose and turn off all Wi-Fi devices. Levine is using radiation like ectoplasm stuff with seeking material form. She's not a ghost. I can't explain to you because I don't understand, but they told me to.
Maddie, turn off all Wi-Fi devices. She's using the Wi-Fi. Just get the power of the house.
We know now! She's transforming you, she's preparing you. Well, just do as I say and shut down everything. Your sister isn't there with you, I mean physically. You...
No!
May I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
Do you love this woman?
Yes.
Because if you don't, I would advise you to walk away and never look back. I don't know what hovers over this young lady, but it goes far beyond any documented hauntings I've come across. It already has one foot on this earth, and it has its arms wrapped around Madeleine, and has its head peering through the thin veil which separates the living from the dead. This isn't only a restless soul. This is a vile, jealous soul. And there is so much anger, so much envy of life. It would do anything to take her away from this earth forever. Does Madeleine have any kind of bruises? Wounds?
She's got plenty. Why?
Fingertips, feet, removal of birthmarks, teeth, hair, anything.
Yes.
Which ones?
The fingertips and the birthmarks. No teeth or hair.
Has she been tied up in bed to protect herself from self-mutilation?
She's tied up right now.
Then we have little time.
What's going on?
How many minutes to the McNamara residence? Quick.
7, 8 minutes. It's just up the mountain.
We have to hurry. Brace yourself for shock. It knows we're on our way. Flex, Madeleine will not survive this. Be prepared for the worst. There's only death to expect now.
gotta be supernatural.
I can only pray her sister's intentions are good.
It's the skin of my fingertips.
We know now! We know now!
How am I gonna get a new one, Flex?
And why is she so mean?
She's transforming you!
I need one for my sister!
Madeline, are you still inside the house? Have you gone outside like I told you?
Good evening, Madeline. This is Sally. Please enter or stay at your destination.
Sally, take me to Valencia Airport.
Your destination is Valencia Airport. Your ETA is 6 a.m. Madeline, you are now leaving the city of Diana.
No, she's not in the bedroom. I told you I've been watching the bedroom. Her computer is still online, but she is gone. And she's got the black hair now. She now is an exact double of her sister up to her bleeding dental records.
Your heading is Valencia Airport, ETA 6 a.m. After 300 meters, turn right.
If the remains of her sister are in those boxes, like you say, the teeth of her sister's skull have been replaced with Madeline's. And she's got Levine's teeth. Now, if she takes the car and provokes an accident, how do we know who is... Wait, that's her car, that's her bloody car! Wait for me at the mansion. I'll intercept and I'll take her home.
Bear right, then make a sharp turn to your left. Rural road ahead. Do not exceed the recommended speed limit of 30 kilometers per hour. After 20 meters, turn right. Please roll out. Then, after 25 meters, you have reached your destination. You will be arriving at Valencia Airport at 6 a.m. You have reached your destination. You have reached your destination. You have reached your destination.
Excuse me? I'm lost. Can you help me?
Alex?
Emergency lockdown activated. Cruise control is now activated.
Sally, disengage emergency lockdown.
Box navigation rescinded. Unable to execute box
Sally!
commands.
Disengage cruise control.
Unable to recognize driver. Unable to recognize driver.
This is Madeline McNamara. Execute emergency and override 449er.
Emergency override 449er repudiated.
Sally, you bitch!
Cruise control holding at 240 kilometers per hour.
Execute emergency override 449er.
Emergency override overruled by unknown host. Dead end ahead. Dead end ahead. Dead end ahead.
5. Provoke a suicide or accident on the 40th day, so at the moment of death, the foreign soul can instantly take over the frontal lobe of the cerebral cortex.
After 1 kilometer, dead end ahead. Please slow down. After 500 meters, dead end ahead. 400 meters. 300 meters. 200. 100. 50. 25. 10.
Mind the glass now.
We got a 70-29 and a 70-31 Coke 10.
dang lucky with yesterday's rainfall. There's a second person. Still inside?
We can't get anywhere near the vehicle right now.
Driver's license, ID cards, any names?
Let's see, there's a McNamara and there's another McNamara, same date of birth, October 20th, 1987, Levine and Madeline McNamara. She got thrown out of the car probably right, I'd say she probably went right through the windshield. The other one's charred to death, only bones and teeth left.
Lord almighty, them damn kids. Is she alive? She's alive.
Miss.
You okay, ma'am?
You know, there you go. There you go. You okay?
Do you know your name? Can you tell me your name?
That's right, honey. Tell me your name. Give me your name, please.
My name is Levine.
Six. In the few documented cases, the reincarnated spirit will return to the area where her living body was last seen to suddenly appear as the survivor of her own death.
Can I help you?
I used to be the gardener. I just came to pick up my guitar.
Oh, you used to work here. I guess you know what happened.
Oh yes, I know. I'm sorry for your loss.
I suppose you knew Madeline?
I did, yeah.
I'm sorry. Would you like to come in?
I'm running late. I got urgent business downtown. At the local cemetery.
Oh, you're the gardener. We must have met. I think I've seen you here before.
You know, you got your sister's eyes.
Thank you.
Madeline?
Yeah. Did you know her well?
I knew her quite well.
It was a terrible accident. I just returned from the hospital. And she's gone. It's so surreal.
You don't remember anything.
Nobody fully understands what happened. A whole year of my life is missing. The doctors say I'm pregnant.
You're pregnant?
It doesn't make any sense. It's so confusing. There are things I feel they haven't told me yet. Are you sure you don't want to come in?
I'd love to, but...
But you can't. Is there something you want to tell me? Are you okay?
No, I'm okay. I'll be seeing you.
Hey! Smile. It's a beautiful day.
Right.
You got to love life.
Right. And so I walked out of her life forever. And this was my Madeline, and yet she was gone. And this was Levine, and yet it wasn't. But this woman standing right in front of me, whomever she'd become, she still was the love of my life. And she was carrying my child. I burned, I pined, and I perished. And although it's a long time ago now, I can't help but feeling nothing but love for her and love for her child, of whom I never saw her face, or will never know her name. I couldn't stand living without her, so I had myself committed. And I got arrested because of what they found in the house. And that was 15 years ago. And now I'm here. There's really nothing else I could tell you.
You are completely and totally innocent, aren't you?
Yes, sister, I am.
That's all I ever wanted to know. You love them. You've never hurt them.
I could never harm anyone.
Then don't harm yourself. Stay. Because I will talk to my mother. Because she is a miracle of God. God will protect you. I swear. I promise.
Sister, the Holy Mother cannot protect me from what I'm about
I am
to
not
do.
talking about the Holy Mother Mary. I am talking about my mother.
Wait, Nova Screnshaw! Sister Crenshaw!